modern game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. One game remains to crown a champion. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching Greg, and for the players, this moment, they've built so much, and now it's here, a chance to take the field in the biggest football game of them all.
From every team leading up to the Super Bowl. For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
Douglas in motion. The middle, it's Henderson. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, New England.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I think it's so critical to start the game fast. I mean, you hear every coach and player harp on it in their press interviews and in their conferences. It's something that everybody stresses, but it's easier said than done. So I think for them to come out and face an early 3rd down and be able to pick up a 1st and extend this possession, I think it goes a long way towards everybody on that sideline and in that huddle just taking a deep breath.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
At the 39-yard line.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run. It's Henderson. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a toss left side for Henderson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Leonard Williams. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
To throw is May. He'll find the rookie third-round pick, Kyle Williams. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
I can't look! Oh, we need these 3 points!
Here's May. Pass caught weak side by Henry. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
At the Seahawks,
the drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll give it to Henderson. Good blocking, and he's in. Ravion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Patriots are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion is Barner. Here's Darnold again. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
I had a rule, Mike, when I was playing that if the ball hit either of my hands, it was a drop. You don't get paid in the NFL to make the easy ones. You get paid in the NFL to make them all, and I think that's a catch he's got to come down with.
To throw again is Darnold. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Caleb Jason getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
First down.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
Throw right side, home in by Cox. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings a 9-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. In motion is Barner. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And he's in. Cooper Kupp. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good. And the Seahawks come right back to tie it at 7.
Jason Myers.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target.
Makes it 2nd
and that will lead to a 2nd down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
On play action, here's May. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on 4th down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on 3rd down? Disappointing result for them on that play.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. That is fielded at the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready for their second possession. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He keeps it himself.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, Darnold. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3-and-out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Henderson. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's May. To the left side, he's got Henry. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play here in the big game. And even 50 yards.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Madden. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Man in motion, it's Diggs. May to throw again. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. Here's a 3rd down and 4 as we are ready to get back underway. 3rd and short. And here is May. This one caught just past the pylon. Sean Booty. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, Patriots.
The extra point now for SuperBowl. The kick is good. And the Pats will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Seahawks 7.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And this is going to be a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle is made at about the 38-yard line.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Seattle.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
To the former Buckeye, Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
Now Walker. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And he's going to be out of bounds, gain of just a couple, and now we've got 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. Off the play fake, here's May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
2nd and 10. To throw now. May. Here's a short one to Hooper. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He's found his receiver, Butte. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. On the ground, it's Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Seattle.
13 yards.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
One of the tight ends motions right. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now here's a keeper on his own read. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
I think if you're willing to throw it there, it tells us everything we need to know about the decision coming up here on 4th down. He didn't have anything available, threw it away, and I think in this part of the field, you got to really think hard about going for it.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And he will have the Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. That'll keep this drive alive.
Sometimes it's just the obvious decision that's the correct one. I mean, the offensive line and their ability to win at the point of attack, all you need is one guy to displace the defender and just move him, and that's exactly where the play is designed to go. So you earn the trust to keep the ball on the ground in these gotta-have-it moments, and they come through. So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Seahawks 10.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26
So now the New
line.
England offense getting ready for their next possession. Is met, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They quickly out to Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it. Throwing on 2nd down. May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Here's May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
May to throw on 2nd down. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Seahawks 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. From out of the gun, here's May. Quick throw here is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Handoff, and it's Henderson. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal. He's inside the 10. Mark him at the 7.
10 more yards. That's another Patriots 1st down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
His pass. Complete to Travion Henderson. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday. After this, we'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Throwing is May. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice but just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
He'll try and throw. Here's May. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's into the end zone. Way beyond Henderson. Touchdown, New England. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Borregales now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Patriots are out to a 21-10 lead.
Seahawks 10.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Right, Smith and Jigba has it. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Smith and Jigba. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll take a shot downfield, looking for Kupp. He will score! Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seattle. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
3 points are huge.
Now the point after drop from Myers. It's up and good. And the Seahawks are back within 4. It's 21-17.
Seahawks 17.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over possession of the football. On 1st and 10, here's May. Pass caught right side by Henry. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
That's an easy 3. Come on, kick it! Bring it on to the hole, boys! Let's go from here!
Throwing now is May. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And At this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On second down, it's May. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in.
That's interference.
Looked like he might have gotten there early. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is May. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold. Connects with Cup on the slant. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Darnold to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
3rd and a yard. Here's Darnold again, taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 21-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Brought down by Ernest Jones.
So 2 quarters down here in Santa Clara, the Super Bowl 60 halftime. Straight ahead with Scott Hansen.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Now return coming from the 7. They'll get across the 20, mark them down to the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Jack Gibbons on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's dropped off for Walker. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
They run with Walker. He works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and
2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. To throw is Darnold. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He was defended by...
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he's not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm, and then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball, and that's about as good as it gets.
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try and run it with Walker. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
A loss of a yard.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans in that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They pick it up on 4th and 2.
And the Seahawks
Fourth down. There's no throwing the ball away. There's no giving yourself up. If you're going to turn yourself into a runner, you got to go get it. And that's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to put his head down, put his body on the line, pick up the first down, and keep this drive alive.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots' 25-yard line.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Darnold. He takes off.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing, Darnold. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Here's Walker. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn into a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks cut the deficit down to 1.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. Made out on 1st and 10. Good pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
At the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's May. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
Patriots ready for the punt. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Seahawks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. No chance at all. He'll go down. That is Christian Barmore in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play-action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Darnold taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And this will be incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. He manages to completes it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
First down, Seahawks.
Well, 3rd and 19, no problem. They pick it up on 3rd and long.
With that much time, you just can't ask your secondary to hold up. The defensive front has to do a better job. First, keep the quarterback in the pocket. Don't let him extend the play outside of it. And then secondly, you got to get that ball out of his hand, because when you let him hold it for that long, big plays are going to come.
A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball, and he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
Shaheed with the catch, and they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Here's a handoff to Walker. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Off the play fake, here's Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Harold Landry in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Third and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
58-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain down by 1.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On 1st and 10, here's May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down, all three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Well, Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
It's a gain of 23
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with one. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Taken down at the 41. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Seahawks.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
In motion is Barner. Darnold now to throw. There's a short one taken in by Barner. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A 5-yard pickup on
When
the
you
play.
put plays like
And
this
it's
on
third
tape,
down.
it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And third down, they go with Walker. And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. First down as they do it on the ground.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Seattle.
Here, Mike, on third down, yes, it is the fourth quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up a first down.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Brought down by Craig Woodson. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's second and 6. Darnold. Open, left side is Barner. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And the Seahawks.
I really like the
first down.
balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seattle. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
And the Seahawks with another big moment. They'll try to add the 2-point conversion here.
The Seahawks will line up.
They're going to try to run it in. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains
Patriots
right where it is.
21.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, Travion Henderson. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Patriots offense getting set to get back to work. Off the play fake, it's May. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Derek Hall in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
May to throw on second down. Into space at the 45. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of
They get 21 on that one.
That's
Good for a Patriots first down.
Well, you can kind of sense this defense smells blood in the water. They're quarterback on the previous down and thinking, heck, let's do it again. Great timing on this screenplay by the play caller. Use the aggressiveness of the defense against them.
Ramondre Stevenson. And he will get into the end zone. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. I lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for two.
The Patriots will line up for a two-point conversion.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a one-point game.
Seahawks! We can do this!
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. Drive will start on the ground. And this is going to be a Seahawks first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs.
Here's a run inside and it's sharp in. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Tackled at the 40-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg. Here's Darnold. The second down throw is incomplete.
And it's really been their ability to get up on the line and challenge these receivers that's really thrown off the timing of these plays. And in this case, Mike, really nice job, physical along the boundary, and helps force that incompletion.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
That's interference. Defense.
The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. A gain there of 20. First down, Seattle.
It's a gain of 20.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
He'll step up, and he'll take this one in. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running, and in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
And the Seahawks with another big moment. They'll try to add the 2-point conversion here.
Seahawks will line up.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points.
Patriots 27.
just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown, but now dig deep, man, get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
From the 6, here comes a return. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Patriots offense headed back to take over once more. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. That's into the hands of Diggs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's May. He'll go right back to Diggs. He's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And the Patriots,
they get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, New England.
38-yard line.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Up the middle is Henderson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Devin Witherspoon on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks' 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
And that is incomplete.
Intended for Kyle Williams.
A bit of a risky throw there, Mike. You don't love to see a quarterback force the ball, especially into a crowded area. In the end, I think he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregales. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown.
Makes the score Seahawks 34, Patriots 30.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. Woo! They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Shaheed in motion. Throwing. Darnold. There's that man again. Another catch. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On play action, here's Darnold. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
Now,
May. He'll go underneath to Henderson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Here's again, running right, it's Stevenson. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Just under 2 minutes to play on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now, 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Short pass caught by Henry, tight end. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. On play action, here's May. This one, downfield, looking for Henry. The Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But 1 first down will essentially end the game. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
At the 35-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Now Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a 1-score game. Like, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away. Snap it again.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
It's a gain of 6.
New England going to take their
And the
second
Seahawks,
timeout.
first down.
They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And that'll do it. For the first time in more than a decade, the Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle, tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.